All right, how we doing, everybody?
Hey,
Just peachy. We were just talking about you.
Yeah.
Okay,
Probably
I
nothing
think
great.
I understand.
this friggin' guy.
No, you don't want to have.
Look
kids.
at this
Trust me.
fucking guy.
What, you Scaramucci?
The mooch.
I'm a Scaramucci. I'm gonna stab you from the front.
Dude, it's like watching the fucking Sopranos, like, DC edition. It's hilarious.
Yeah, honestly, as much as I want to get upset about things on the news, it's just too damn funny to not pay attention.
It's like the best free show ever.
It's not even
It's like
politics anymore. Can we can talk about it, right? It's just entertainment.
It's like a car wreck. You're kind of like I shouldn't be getting this much enjoyment from it, but you're kind of like, oh my god, I can't look away.
Dude, it's not even a car wreck. It's like a fucking train full of fucking orphans and nuns crashing into another train full of cars over a volcano.
It is every single one of those things that is on the news where it's like, we will warn you, this is graphic, and they'll show like the cell phone video or something, and they'll stop right at a certain point. We won't show the rest, but it's very graphic. You taking the act of like, now I'm curious, going online and watching the whole thing, that's what it is. It's kind of horrible. Good Sense said we shouldn't look, but motherfucker, if we ain't gonna Google that shit the second we got a minute.
Hey, I'm Scaramucci.
What are y'all talking about?
Everything.
Yeah, just I don't know what they're talking about either, and I don't want to. So let's move on.
TLDR, it's been a shit show this week.
Yeah, it's been pretty interesting. It's not even.
Let's move on to something less horrific with the Lovecraftian horror, shall we?
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
So that carnival ride.
That's what she said.
That happened here. That was actually not too far from where I live.
That was
I know.
pretty horrific.
That's literally what my example was.
Wait, is there a car wreck?
No, the carnival ride.
Oh, that thing, that freaking. Oh, I read about that.
At the Ohio State Fair.
That's why I don't go on carnival rides, man, because people are gonna die.
I mean, who gets on those things thinking it's all going to be okay?
Who eats carnival food and thinks that they're gonna be okay?
I've seen, Final Destination enough times to know that I'm never riding a carnival ride again.
Things I won't do anymore: carnival rides and jump out of airplanes.
Oh,
Kind of the same thing, aren't they?
No, one
Speaking
you
of
pay
this-
for, the other one you don't.
speaking of things that we know probably isn't a good, a good idea, but maybe we'll do it anyways. So we just came up in this room full of deadly plants. The ground is sticky. Everything's wet and gross and slippery. So are we gonna take a rest anytime soon?
Did we kill something? I wasn't here for the last part of it. Yeah, last week.
We killed two of those. See that big plant up above you?
Yeah, feed me Seymour.
Yeah, we killed two of them and a little stump that was radiating some kind of aura and spitting stuff out at people.
Oh, okay, and then that was in the same area we were last time.
Yeah, well that's
That's where we flew up. It was like that thing from Willy Wonka.
Only thing I remember is the fungus house with the freaking angels, and I could see the door.
You are still in the building that you could see the door of.
Okay, so
we just went up.
okay, so we're okay. I got you. I'm Scaramucci.
Hey, the news can be informative. That's how I learned what the human body does when it's on fire.
Aww.
It depends on how it's on fire.
It was a Jordanian pilot who was burned alive.
Oh yeah, that one time like 2 years ago, 3 years ago.
Yeah, I watched it specifically to know what the human body does in response to being set on fire.
Well, I've seen that for real in real life, so I'm not really keen on watching on the news.
Alrighty, so you guys are in this room. There's fungus on the floor, there's fungus on the walls, there's fungus on the ceiling. There's fungus growing between the walls and the ceiling and the ceiling and the floor.
And there's vines stretching all over the place too, right?
vines of fungus.
Can
Yeah,
set it
we
on
need-
fire?
No, we need to get out of the room, maybe.
Okay, let's get out. I don't want to sleep in this room because there's fungus here.
Well, now there's something behind here.
Yeah, there is a stairway leading up behind the fungus there, and then
Okay.
you have a door.
Yeah, and they said
Where do we come from?
from the hole in the ground there.
Okay, okay.
And then we were told that it was outside.
Yeah, just so we all rode up on Almost, like literally just clung to him like a passel of baby possums.
Okay, so we got Mother Hen here.
Those stairs go up or down?
Those stairs go up.
But the doors go out.
Okay, I am by the door. Are they super tight fitting doors? Have they been overgrown by like the fungus?
Please don't open the doors.
I'm not. I'm just asking because, like, in theory, would I hear the outdoors? Would I see some wind or light from underneath the door?
You hear squish.
It's really hard to tell. For some reason, you get the impression that there's not any fungus on the other side of the door. I mean, it's not growing out of the door, and the fungus isn't growing through the door. But you really can't. The doors seem loose, like you'll be able to open them, but it doesn't. You can't really see what's on the other side.
Okay, decision. Are we going up or are we going out the door?
Yes.
I say door.
Yeah, I say door.
Sure, door.
Would you like to come check the door for traps, Mr. Trapper guy?
Any traps?
Nope, there are no traps.
Yet.
No traps.
Are the doors locked?
Nope, door's not locked.
I open the door.
Before you go in, let me describe what you see.
Ooh, black text.
4 dun-colored tents stand in a crescent around a massive well covered with a cracked stone lid. Despite the audible whistle of wind, no air stirs the campsite. But somehow, the door exits to the outdoors, and it appears to be street level, and probably hundreds of feet away from the door you came in.
Huh.
I think it's time for Amos to hammer time.
And before we need it, Aaron, I can't see your bar. If I can't see it, then nobody else can. Then we don't know if you're hurt.
8 feet now?
Yes.
Out of the tent, and basically figures start coming out of the tents.
Bows on the ready.
Bows
Hang on, let me. So,
if I shoot an arrow out of this door, can I catch it back inside?
no, because you flew at the hole.
No, darn.
Okay, so everybody roll for initiative.
Woo! Tonight is starting off on a winning note already.
Agreed.
It's about par for the course for me.
Well, good thing they can't charge any of us.
Are you saying that seriously I'm the first one to go? This is like the first time ever.
Also, the room that you're in is all difficult terrain. All the gray stuff.
Okay.
Because the entire room is covered with slippery, squishy fungus.
Gooey Mushroom.
Mushroom.
So it's my turn.
Mushroom.
Yes, it is.
Okay, I'm gonna move, and then I'm gonna touch Amos with a bull strength. And I am done.
This guy pops out next to the door and attacks Amos. Hang on, my chat bar just suddenly popped out of the thing.
Yeah, I hate it when that happens.
Okay, fixed it.
Thing popped out of the thing.
Wicked Laden.
Does a 27 hit your flat-footed?
Nope. I was attacked by a Cheeto.
Nice.
It's huge.
It's huge.
The one in the back by the tent? Let me see here. He starts casting a spell.
Spellcraft.
You can roll it. Wait, sorry, that's the wrong spell. The other lightning spell. Dang it! It's not lightning bolt. It's
Chain lightning?
Oh, good. Lightning.
it's cast on Amos and Indra. It's arcing back and forth between you.
How?
Why me?
You generate an arc of lightning between two targets. The lightning deals 1d6 points of electricity damage per caster level. Both targets and any creature in a line connecting them, which means that Crumb is getting hit by it too.
For how much? 6? Or...
No, it's 24. The 6 is how many caster levels?
Can you resist?
Yes, reflex for half.
So I'm guessing good? So 12?
Yeah, you all saved for half. The DC was 22.
So that just means 12.
Yes. Erevan.
Okay. Are these looking at these things? Are they the same things we fought earlier?
They appear to be. They're not the same ones. They're wearing
The
different
same
clothes.
kind of deal.
Yeah, they're the same kind of fungusy people.
Okay, so I'm going to assume Evil Eye ain't going to work on them. And I think it's time for a fireball. What do you guys think?
Yes,
Uh,
please.
How many are you gonna hit?
All three out there.
Oh, I don't see those three.
No, you can put it right in the middle of the thing. You should be able to hit everybody.
Yeah, let's drop it right about there.
You should hit all the people and all the tents. You should, not the guy by me, but you should get everybody else.
Yeah.
And the DC is 19?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, one failed, the other two saved.
Okay. You always roll a lot of ones when it comes to fireball damage. Fuck.
Victor. And your fireball, it flies into the room, it explodes. You know, the cracked stone cover of the well cracks a bit more. Some of the tents start to smolder.
Victor will, since I can only see two guys, he will study that one with his swift action, and he will proceed to shoot it. At a range for a sneak attack. Didn't seem to pop up.
Maybe it's lagging.
Maybe.
Do you have your icon targeted?
Do I need to?
Sometimes the macros will be funky if you don't.
Does a 20 hit his flat-footed?
Yes.
Odd. It decided to shoot again. So yeah, it's the first one, not the second one.
Yep. Indra.
Sorry, choking on some water. You know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get to dance and cast haste.
You're still in the lightning orc.
I thought that just went off for one round. Is it continuing to lightning?
No, it just arcs between you.
Oh, okay.
It's not a continuous spell. Okay.
So yeah, I dance and cast haste.
Alrighty. Next one moves up to attack Amos.
Oh, that's convenient.
Does a 37 confirm?
It might. Hang on.
And you're flat-footed, so.
I know. Hang on. Yep, it confirms.
Now it is Amos's turn.
Well, since someone was so kind to run up here and hit me with a flail, I will start with them.
Yay, Amos, you're not flat-footed no more.
How the hell do you get your attacks up to 52?
He hacks, man.
No, I'm sure it's everything legitimate. Just, man.
Because once Sala performs, and I still have heroism on me, and that jacks stuff up, and then haste is another +1. Right now I'm +10 from my strength, because Michael putting bull strength on me. 13 for BAB.
He's a bad motherfucker.
He's a bam, bam, majama.
So they still up?
No, they're down.
Okay, now I'll take my third shot at the other dude.
Okay.
How badly you hurting, Amos?
I don't know. I'm down like 40 points or so.
Okay, you're good.
I'll 5-foot step to there.
Alrighty. This one will come out, start casting a spell.
Spellcraft.
You probably don't need a spellcraft as the giant pillar of flame erupts in the center of the party.
As you do.
Hey, on the plus side, it's going to get their buddy too, so.
Yeah, actually, it misses Sala. She's out of range, but it will hit the rest of you. And their buddy.
Okay, which one hit the spell?
That one right there.
There you go.
The one with arrows in its face.
It's going to have a bad day.
Is there a saving throw on that?
Reflex for half.
What's the check?
It is a DC 20.
Woo!
I take no damage.
I do. What'd you roll there?
27.
So, 14?
13. You
0.
round down.
I thought you round up always.
Nope.
That's Shadowrun.
And now it is Crumb's turn.
Well, Crumb is going to do the wonderful thing here, and is going to move here, and then channel positive energy to heal people, excluding this guy, because he's the only one that can benefit from it.
If you remember, these guys are not alive.
He's undead.
Yeah, no. Just going to exclude him anyway.
Just because you don't like him. Fuck him.
Yeah, basically.
Screw this guy.
Are you serious? Wow. 76 and I get 20. You're all blessed, though.
Well, this guy is gonna kind of look at Amos kind of funny. Peer at him a little bit. Almost as if he's studying him.
Hello.
and go to town with 2 short swords. This is the first short sword. Uh, 22 is not going to confirm, but you take 9 damage. This is the second short sword. And then 2 ropey fungal tendrils come out of his back and slap at Amos.
That's just rude.
Rude.
The one in the back decides that, you know what? It's good for you. It's good for him. Cast Fireball. So that's 39 damage. Save for half.
To everybody?
Yes, to everybody.
That's the second spell they've hit their buddy with. He's still not dead?
Let me see.
Yeah, I probably failed that save. So 39.
He is now. That one killed him. The last one didn't quite, but this one killed him.
He's a blue falcon, man.
What's the DC?
20.
Yay, no damage.
Bunch of blue falcons around here.
I understood that reference.
Erevan.
Okay. Well, you know what? If we're having a fucking fireball fight, I'm gonna throw another fucking fireball. But this time, okay. Using the one meta magic rod to amp it up, correct? Since it caps out at 10 d6, I believe it is.
Yeah, the intensified.
Yes.
So it would cap out at 13d6 because you're a level 13 caster.
Yes. Do you want me to just roll the extra 3d6 after I do the
Sure.
Okay.
Where are you throwing it?
Out there where it won't hit me, ideally.
That's the plan. So right there.
Alrighty.
So that would be 47 damage total if they don't save.
One of them saved. One of them did not.
What a bitch.
Victor.
Did Aravan and Sala take their damage from the last fireball?
No, I did not. I was in the process. I forgot to do it.
Victor will move to there.
Thank you for reminding me.
He'll then study Mage Guy and shoot him.
I took one for the one or the lightning. Then how much for the fireball? Because I got 33.
If you saved, you took 19. If you did not save, you took 39.
Okay. Is that your only shot?
Yeah, I move.
Okay. It's still up. Indra.
there's just one guy left, so I feel bad wasting a good spell on it, but, and I can't hit anything anyways, so I will just buff you guys and cast Good Hope!
Don't do that. Don't waste that spell right now. Really don't.
Well, I have a finite, like, most of my stuff's a lot closer.
So you don't always have to. You could actually just move and get out the door.
I'm not super comfortable not having you in front of me between things. So
Okay, well you can move up behind me and be closer to the door.
God, don't hit me in the face! Don't hit me in the face! Fine, I'm right here.
He's a caster.
Amos is going to charge the spellcaster guy. I need the sound effect from the warrior charge from World of Warcraft.
The whoosh.
You whoosh across the ground. Halfway there, you trip, fall through the ground, and fall into the abyss under the world.
Nope, I charge through.
Ain't that some shit? Rocks fall, everyone dies.
Now, that's just a joke from a bug that would happen in WoW.
I remember that bug.
It never happened to me.
Yeah, so you charge and obliterate the fungal guy. You should have made these saves. Go ahead and give me, you know what, doesn't matter. You're going to make your saves anyway. It's fort saves, you're fine.
Okie dokie.
Because when they die, they explode into kind of a puffball of spores. But you're going to make your save against these anyway. Okay. So they're all dead.
Well, guess we should search them. And their little tents. First I'm going to look in the tents, make sure there's nothing else hidden in there.
There's a lot of stuff in the tents. There's ration, feed, water, writing supplies, rope. But there's a bunch of stuff that you'll have to search through later, but there doesn't seem to be anything else threatening in the tents.
So is this door part of a building, or is it just like in midair?
It's part of a building.
Well, just make sure someone stays in there by the door so it doesn't close behind us and then, lock us out.
Yeah, I'll stay inside since I'm full.
Y'all gonna stay in there? Or you gonna go search the tents?
I'm gonna search the tents, and if someone could look around with their magic eyes and see what's magical and shit, it'd be great.
I will do the magic game. What's it? Detect magic.
Or I could do it. One of us should be here.
You gotta be out there.
That's where I'm going.
Actually, detect magic has a 60-foot cone.
Well, I'm just going to run down the list of all of the stuff that they have instead of separating it out by guy. So get ready to write stuff down.
I am. I just had to. I am kind of being oversnuggled by a kitten in need. So.
Kitty. The Jack.
No, it's our old guy Giblet. He decided he needed snuggle time.
No, old kitties need snuggles too.
Okay. Altogether, on these bodies, you find +2 full plate. Spined shield. +2 light flail. Cloak of resistance +2. Gloves of swimming and climbing. Rope of climbing. Um, 2 +1 short swords. A scroll of Flame Strike. A scroll of Slay Living. A +1 breastplate. A +2 spear. +2 chain shirt. And 1,200 gold. And that's just what you find on the people.
Okay, what do I find in the tents?
Okay, as you're searching through the tents, among the tents you find enough rations, feed, and water to sustain all of you for several weeks, plus 500 feet of hemp rope, ample riding supplies, and a modest amount of other mundane equipment.
Okay, the only thing is we have no place to put this right now. So
You also find a bag that, to Erevin's glowy sight, is magical.
Spellcrafty.
It's a bag of holding.
what kind?
Turtle.
1. It's a bag of holding 1.
Okay, so that's a little tiny one.
Still.
Inside the bag, there are 3 nobles' outfits in Ustalavic style, a sun-bleached parasol, several journals of notes, 24 books covering an array of eldritch subjects, and a very large book bound in human flesh, covered in screaming faces.
Okay.
Con.
Do the detect magic on the book.
Your eyes sear with pain from the magicalness of this book.
Okay. I scream as a free action. Probably go a little crazy, I suppose.
No, you don't go crazy. You haven't read it yet.
Yet.
Are we supposed to give this to the angels or something?
That's what they said, but I don't know if that's true.
You can see that there are some notes and like bookmarks stuck in the Necronomicon.
Was any of the other stuff that was in there magical or of particular value?
No.
Any of these outfits and or gear, perhaps, marked with some sort of laundry mark that says, lulls, or, anything
Well,
like that.
the books and the notes, they're definitely lulls. They are lulls journals.
And even with their creepy clicker faces, none of these dudes look like lulls?
No, none of these look like lulls.
Oh, that's weird that he would let the book out of his sight.
If he didn't need it anymore.
Yeah, I mean, if he managed to go where he's going to go, I mean...
Do you want to look through the journals and perhaps find out what happened?
I will do just that.
Seems like a good idea.
Okay. As you look through the journals, the journal entries after departing Thrushmore grow increasingly frenetic, and his handwriting more exaggerated. He recounts with excitement his acquisition of the Necronomicon, abandonment of Mun, and initial discoveries while setting forth for the Parchlands. Each morning he records his dreams, expressing waning interest in scholarly discoveries and a greater obsession with a being called Zamindor. According to Lulz, the eldritch terror known as Zamindor dwells within an accursed city in the Parchlands, where it gathers the strength and converts it needs to awaken and consume the world. Rather than express dismay, the Count conveys his fanatic delight, writing of his desire to call to the Black Star and, quote, make our 2 worlds one under the yellow sign. There are some key facts that you also learn from these journals. 1. Lowell is obsessed with one or more eldritch masters whom he seeks to serve by completing a number of occult rituals. He has planned to take Zamindor into his body and journey to Carcosa to offer himself to Hastur so that the King in Yellow can gain enough power to become an outer god.
That's pretty fucked.
Also, you learn that much like Thrushmore, the accursed city of Neruzavin holds 3 star stelae that the Count awakened in order to perform a ritual he learned from the Necronomicon, something that he mentions called the Path to the Black Star ritual. Upon completing the ritual, Lowell's planned to travel to the unholy domain of the King in Yellow, where he hoped to attune the star stelae there and offer first Thrushmore and then Galarian itself as a sacrifice to his new master. Now, the old woman who's still with you, she expresses great dismay. It's like, this is terrible. The King in Yellow is immensely powerful, served by all of these beasts, and Zamindor is his most powerful weapon.
You're telling me this is horrible. Freaking entire planet's freaking gonna be a sacrifice to this dude.
That's what my people were here to prevent. We've fought the Yellow King's servants through time and space since time immemorial, and we thought Zamindor was destroyed, and it remains obliterated. But if its name is known, then that means it's here.
Where?
Somewhere in the city.
Like, what is his name in Thor guy?
It's not a guy. It's practically a demigod in its own right, but it's a fungus that infects and devours.
Is it that thing that they say it's in the water?
Very possibly it could be. But most disturbing is this Lowell's traveling to Carcosa.
Yeah, why the hell would you want to do that? That sounds pretty freaking crazy.
He plans to sacrifice the world to Hastur, and the only way to stop him is to follow him.
Well, can we go to a different world?
Perhaps. Do you know the way?
Staying here isn't going to be good.
If you can figure out this ritual that Lowell's performed on the Star Stele, you could follow him through them to Carcosa, where hopefully you can stop his plans.
And I assume that ritual is in the Necronomicon.
It might be.
And that sounds like it's a bad idea altogether.
When you look through the Necronomicon itself, do you speak Necril?
I speak.
Actually, I do not, but I have a feat related to languages. Let me find it real quick.
But I do have a chronicle that gives me Androphin as a free language.
Androphin is great, but it's not Necril.
Okay, I gain a +1 trait bonus on linguistic checks to decipher unfamiliar languages, and linguistics is always a class skill for me. In addition, I gain a +1 trait on +1 trait bonus on spellcraft checks made to decipher the writing on a scroll.
You know, or you could just cast read languages or comprehend languages rather. And
You could.
and then you could read Necrol.
That sounds boring, though. Who would know that spell?
But as you look over the notes, the only way to stop Thrushmore from being forcibly drawn into Carcosa is to activate the Star Stele and defeat whoever controls the reflection of Thrushmore that is already forming in that alien city.
Okay, so what's the worst case scenario?
He dies, we die, everybody dies.
We lose our stuff.
On this planet.
If you have a way to get to another planet, I'd love to hear about it.
Can't we just take Amos and fly up?
No.
I don't think it works that way.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I've never been to outer space here.
We went to the moon. That's technically outer space.
So
Fly me to the moon.
Just go back there and let freaking.
That was in the Dreamland.
Oh.
That was the
Sure.
Dreamland moon, and it is populated by denizens of Ling and horrible, horrible moon beasts.
Yeah, I would not recommend it. I gave it like a 2 rating on Yelp. Would not recommend it, friend.
Well, I guess the only thing we got left to do is figure out how to get there and turn the thing on, open a door for us, and go kick somebody's ass.
Doesn't sound.
Without dying, preferably.
That's usually the case. I didn't think that needed to be stated in the plan.
And as you're talking, you hear a wind. It's like a whistling wind. Like, you know when you have your window open just a little bit and the wind's like whistling through?
Hey, wasn't that mentioned in like one of the letters about the guy's journal there at the guards? How they went crazy and some whistling and everything.
Yes.
Well, maybe we should take the stuff and go back inside.
Hey, before you go, take a peek in the well. See what's going on there.
Okay. I will lift the cap or push it off the well.
The cap is like super heavy and super tight on the well, but it's okay because it shatters as a translucent worm covered in screeching maws and bloodshot eyes springs up from the deep below the city. As it does, the tents begin to tear free from their anchors and papers fly about, blown by the intense winds that gutter from the well in the creature's wake. You know, kind of like that.
Oh, shit.
It's like Tremors, dude.
Well, I hope you're up on your healing, because I'm going to need some.
I got your back, dog.
Gotta figure this is gonna be a little rough.
Well, I'm at half right now, and a big fight is just about to start.
Yeah.
Probably should have healed before we started doing stuff.
Yeah, it's okay, though. I'll get you guys when we get going here. Hopefully we don't die in the process.
A big enough fight to be on the book cover.
It's an alien vagina worm.
Oh, it's only huge?
I was gonna say, dude, what kind of vaginas have you been looking at?
Hags,
Yeah.
hyenas.
I should have actually been closer, because I was going to push the stone up.
You can be right next to it.
Get all up
There
in the
you go.
guts.
Unfortunate as it may be. And another natural one on the initiative. Outstanding. Twice in a
Yeah.
row.
I got a 1 as well.
And yet, yes, both still got higher than me.
Well, since you're right there, the polyp is going to attack you.
Polyp.
Does a 34 hit your flat-footed?
Hang on. I gotta see what's still in effect on us. I gotta adjust some stuff, turn some stuff off here. Yes, does.
Okie dokie. Now this thing, its body kind of flickers in and out, like it's invisible but not invisible. It basically, have you seen like a cuttlefish? The way that the kind of waves of color go across them? It's kind of like that, but it's visibility. It's invisible, it's not invisible, back and forth.
That's fine for me.
Woohoo! And his 48 will grab, by the way. That's...
Okay, so So then you get the constrict damage. You also take 11 constrict damage.
I am down in the 40s in health.
Indra.
I begin to dance and I cast Good Hope.
See, now I bet you wish you'd cast that earlier, huh?
Amos, I need you to
No.
over there, okay?
Yeah, that depends on how effective you are with heals.
Amos.
Also, I think you're still hasted.
I doubt it. We searched, and haste is rounds per level.
Okay, yes, then no.
And I gotta just do some adjustments here on the fly with different spells.
I should have rolled to see exactly what this thing is.
Okay, Amos is going to click his heels, activate his little hasty boots. And start attacking the big polypy thing.
You are grappled.
I have a one-handed weapon. Don't care.
Alright, let me calculate this damage here. Okay. I believe it is Victor.
Yep. Victor will take a 5-foot step forward, use swift action to study this thing. What kind of knowledge roll does it require?
This is an aberration.
So, knowledge
Engineering.
engineering. With my shitty 20.
Technically, you got a +2 because it's an ability roll? Skill roll.
Okay, then a 22.
Whatever this thing is, you don't know.
Awesome.
It's very strange, and you have never seen nor heard of anything like it.
And I'm going to start shooting. Need the roll to confirm.
Damn, look at my cure spells.
Awesome.
You do not confirm, however, your other attacks will kill it.
Okay, Amos, you don't get to die.
Huh.
Well, I hope so. I did like 204 points of damage before he even started shooting the thing. If he survived all those attacks and mine, I was gonna start crying over here.
Yeah, it's kind of cool, kind of sucky though, because my freaking channel does 76 of healing, and freaking cure critical only does like 48 plus 13.
Now, Keglateth becomes more alarmed. And is flailing her arms and pointing at the dead polyp. And she's like, one got free. If one got free, the others are sure to follow.
What the hell is
What
that?
was that?
I mean, that's only like one of many.
Yes, the polyps, they're what built this city.
Pretty impressive feats.
Amos kind of peers over, does one of those like kind of half, peek, half disgusted looks down the well. Any more coming up?
Let's heal before we find out.
Yeah, I think the evil vagina worms built the city.
On rock and roll.
They built this city aeons ago. We fought them and defeated them here and sealed them under the city. But if one got free, that means the bonds are weakening and soon they'll all be free.
Oh, so hang on. Slow down there, Jackson. Let me get your stuff for scrolls off the page. So 71 healing.
You need more?
Well, that should bring me to about half. Hang on.
I got more.
Yeah, but we're not done for the day.
We might be.
We still have to go up the tower.
I got 2 more channels and a whole bunch of spells.
Save the channels for the group. Aravan, you should be fully healed by now.
Yeah.
I'm down 69 health right now.
Okay, burn a spell slot for that. Well, that's only a level 4 spell. Psh, I got a bunch of those.
One more of those should do me.
I got a bunch of level 4 slots. So we'll burn another one.
Yeah, that has me almost full. That's good.
Kekla just is walking back. They're getting free. This is terrible.
Obviously, you guys sucked at freaking defeating them because they're not defeated.
They've been defeated for eons.
And now we gotta clear up the
Eons.
mess. Why couldn't you get it right the first time, you freaking people?
We haven't been around for eons. All we know is that you picked a horrible time because we're still alive. Couldn't you, waited till, we were all dead and dust?
I mean, seriously, yeah. Come on.
What?
Because now we have to deal with it.
Yeah, it's fallen in our laps, and if we want to kill lulls, we gotta freaking kill all the vagina worms now.
If we hadn't fought them eons ago, your race would have never come to be.
And we would never be
It was
in
the
this
one that
situation.
Indra looks at Kiki and just gives her a shrug. I am so sorry about these guys.
So, are we able to rest out here?
Yeah, you can rest here if you want.
Really? Open well cap? You want to rest here?
Yeah, why not?
Hey, I don't need to rest. I haven't gotten hit in the last 3 battles.
I can hit you right now.
I'm thinking of my group, and more specifically, your spells.
I got plenty.
Mm-hmm.
I got lots of spell slots.
I still think we should at least check and see what's up the stairs, and then, if nothing else, we can fly back down and go stay in that other camp so we're not out here on the street.
Can we go stay in that room back at the place?
That's so descriptive and helpful.
Back in the town where we set up the dimension thingy.
That's our teleport spawn point.
Yeah, you mean our little rented house or whatever, the place in the
house.
Mysterium.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure we can go back there, but we don't have to right now. Plus, we've still got a cart full of stuff somewhere else in town. Let's just go up the stairs and see what's up there.
Victor will squish his way across the floor.
Probably more stairs.
Alright, you're heading up the stairs?
Yeah, I guess so. Got plenty of spells and 2 channels. We should be good for at least 1 fight. Famous last words. I do want to finish this AP, people. With the same character, usually. I'm not quite sure how we fit a new character in this time. Right
Okay. These are the stairs. They come up here so you guys can put yourself in however you're going upstairs. And across the way, you see what looks like a woman staring out the window.
Is she hot?
Because you are at the top of a very, very tall tower. The iron fittings here have crumbled to rust, and desiccated scraps of wood mark where furniture once stood in this nearly square chamber. Broad, short windows provide a commanding view of the city, indicating that this room is at the top of one of the tallest towers.
Yeah, Indra's falling off of it.
At the room's center stands a 12-foot tall column with a single flat face inscribed with dozens of runes.
Does it, let's say, bear resemblance to the star steelers we have seen before?
Well, yeah, it looks exactly like a star sealer.
Well, now if we know the one thing before like the other one, then we'll be able to figure out what the other one is once we triangulate, once we find the other one. At least one more.
We've only found one, yeah.
So then we'll be able to figure it out soon.
I think you're a little ahead of yourself.
Hey,
We got somebody with a weapon in here.
Is she making like a threatening move? Is she just standing there? What's the deal?
She's standing looking out the window.
Hi.
She's not even looking at y'all.
Hello.
Is she hot?
She's actually quite lovely. Slightly transparent, and she turns to look at you, opens her mouth, and screams in rage.
Hey, baby.
The art of conversation is just fucking dead in this place.
I know, seriously. I mean, come
Just
on.
like everything else.
I'm a good-looking orc guy, you know? Look at these muscles. I'm like Maui from freaking Moana.
You're welcome.
Yes, you're welcome. It's all about the hair and the bod, you know?
How long did it take us to climb the stairs?
Let's see. It was about 200 feet, so...
So, like, what? 20 stories?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay. I doubt we were jogging, so Good Hope's probably gone.
Yeah, that only lasted 13 minutes.
Alright, Amos?
Well, you're actually, I don't know where we actually are. Are we just coming up the stairs when we saw her, or what?
Well, you taking a step off the stairs, and you guys, got her attention, and then she turned around.
Okay, well, because I was wondering if we were supposed to have just been coming right up the steps when we saw her, or if we had moved, positioned ourselves, or what.
Where you are right now, that's where the fight starts.
Okay.
Maybe we could save her.
So then I will walk around the big stupid stone thing in the middle of the room.
One of these angels can help us. Jeez.
And I will slice her with sword.
I love you, Red Destiny.
Obviously, no Sonic because Saul is not performing.
Okay, Victor.
Victor uses swift action to study this thing.
Wait, Amos? How do you get a 30 on your initiative?
He's a ninja.
Because I rolled a 19 on the die, and I have a plus 11.
Okay, I was just wondering.
So Victor will study this thing with a swift action. Can I identify it?
It's a transparent floating person-looking thing.
So religion?
Yeah, probably.
Okay, I don't have that one. So I'll just shoot it.
But you know what? General parlance, it's probably a ghost.
It's a hot ghost.
Is it a ghost that can be sneak attacked?
No.
You have ghosts
Well,
as your
shit.
weapon, dude?
No.
Then you can't sneak attack a ghost.
Let's assume I don't play this game for 15 years.
Well, the game hasn't been out for 15 years. Jeez.
I assume I can't crit.
No.
So does a 24 hit it?
No.
Does a 26 hit it?
Yes.
So 59.
Crumb.
I am going to cast Bless. Take a 5-foot step forward.
Yay, bless.
All right, the ghost. I'm gonna kind of squish her down here so she's not overlapping Amos. Suddenly, she's not holding a sword. She's holding a ghostly, transparent bow, which she draws back and shoots at Amos. It does not provoke, as if she had some sort of feat that allowed her to shoot without provoking.
What a wench.
This bitch.
Well, damn. Is that like a touch deck?
Yes.
Yeah, that's brutal. Or, you know, I slice her arrow from the air
Her ghostly ethereal arrow.
with my ghost touch sword. Yes, indeed.
You fucking play it.
I've had that fucking feat forever, and goddammit, I'm gonna use it.
Did you use it against the Giants, too?
I didn't have to, but I did.
Yeah, smacking the rocks out of the sky or some shit.
Indra.
Okay, well, I come up the stairs. I duck around this edge a little bit. And I begin to dance, and I cast haste.
You can't. Unless you can dance as a swift action.
I can dance as a swift action.
No, then go ahead.
Cha-cha-cha.
Erevan.
Okay, she's undead, so evil eye probably ain't gonna work, so I'm going to use Misfortune on her.
Can you see through the pillar?
Okay, I'm going to continue moving up. Then I'm going to hit her Misfortune. That's a +2 for the corset. Yay.
She got a 29.
Some bitch. Okay.
Amos.
Rude ghost lady. Now I'm gonna have to cut you. Them's the rules. And I can crit. Since the ghost touch weapon.
After your crit, she staggers a little bit and then looks up. The rage has cleared from her face. She drops the bow, which immediately disappears in a puff of etherealness. And she looks at you and she's like, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
I forgive her. My name's Crumb. How you doing, lady?
Frowns, tilts the head. You've already met her.
I have? Who is she?
Hey, Kiki. I think we found your body.
She's like, no, that's not my body at all. I don't look anything like that.
Now, she described what she looks like. She's like a tentacle beast.
Can you blow that big crowd?
My bad.
The ghost looks at you and says, my apologies. My name is Upayanshi.
My name's Crumb, and I forgive you.
I apologize for my actions. The millennia of solitude and guilt. It's hard to bear.
What are you guilty of?
I led my companions here to explore it for study, and as you can imagine, the tragedy that befell.
Not really. We've been holding our own pretty good.
The nightmares, the madness. By the time I discovered the source, my entire team was infected. And they set upon me.
Spores?
Yes.
I think... That sucks.
Is it a disease of some sort?
It's an infection. Like when fungus grows upon a rotting tree.
Infection. Okay, yeah, that's a disease. Phew, I'm safe.
That sounds non-bueno.
Had me worried there for a second.
Please, if there's any assistance I can offer to make up for my terrible behavior.
Well,
What can you do?
Hey, how you doing, girl?
Please tell me of some way to, like, drain the soul out of somebody.
Unfortunately, I can do little. I am bound here to this place. If I could be unbound, I could be of more assistance, but as it is, I can offer you only what information I have. I can travel no more than 500 feet from this spot.
Well, I guess you've had a couple thousand years to figure that out.
Yes, I have.
Do you know how to unbind yourself?
If you could assist me, I would be grateful.
Okay.
If you conceal the evil under the city, and destroy the evil that lives in the lake, and return my bow to me, then I believe I will be able to break my bonds and move on.
In the lake?
So, to break your bonds, we gotta go kill all the polyps under the city, and the thing in the water.
And then we can give up your bow.
That sounds pretty hard to do.
Well, you just have to bring the bow back to me.
Why is this bow important?
It was a gift from my parents.
Um, you realize there's a lot of these things out there, and they almost killed us. Just one.
No, I understand.
So, okay, for the sake of just figuring this out, once you're unbound, what could you do to help us?
I could assist you in whatever task brings you to this accursed place.
Can you read Necrol?
Let me see. No, I speak Aslanti and Draconic and Vudrani, but not Necrol.
So you can't help us get to Carcosa.
Be right back. I gotta help my wife real quick.
Or do we have to figure out where the other steles are here in the city?
Yes.
Do you know where the other steles are here in the city?
Well, I know where one is, and I know where one used to be.
I mean, besides the one right behind us here, obviously.
Well, obviously not that one.
You'd think that would be obvious, but sometimes it's just not.
On the other side of the city is another grand tower. When we explored, we found another standing stone like this inside of it. The building is easy to spot. Unlike many of the others, it's actually designed like a building. It's not planes and angles and strange formations. It's simply a round tower.
And the other stele?
The other stele was a bit north and east of here. It was before the cataclysm that destroyed a large portion of the city. So it's somewhere in the ruins and toppled towers there. That one I cannot help you find. It was somewhere in that wreckage that my companions tore me to pieces.
So are we going to have to fight your companions there?
I don't know. It's been millennia, and even their fungus-infected bodies I don't believe would have survived this long.
So now that we know where the stele are, how do you think you can help us? Because we kind of have this whole quest to save the world or we lose all our stuff.
I can give you what information I can. I can guard you here while you rest. I can give you what little information I have of the city itself.
I like some of those options.
Can you guard us now?
Yes, yes, I can definitely guard you now.
Indra looks over Victor. I love how you're acting coy about this, because you know we're just going to end up finding her bow for her anyways. It's just how this works.
But that's what I'm concerned about. Is it a magical bow?
He says, yes, it's a magical bow.
Okay, that'll make it a little bit easier to find.
And harder to give up.
You have this assumption that it's somehow better than what you're already using.
Some people just have emotional attachment to things. It doesn't necessarily have to do with how awesome they are.
No, I mean, if it's worse than what I'm using, then yeah, it's like, oh yeah, give it up. But I don't want to.
Well, alright, here's the deal. If it's gonna make us, like, succeed at saving the world, you're giving up the fucking bow. We can go into it knowing that that's just gonna happen. Because, I don't want to die and lose everything because you get a case of the greedies.
But she hasn't offered any information about saving the world.
Were you not listening to her when you were thinking about her stuff?
No, I was listening. She could tell us about the city, and she already knows what the stelae are.
And the information that she gives will probably help us in our whole, get all the stuff we need to get into the other area to defend the whatever phantomy version of the other town and all that crap.
What I miss?
Apparently, I'm not getting a bow.
Victor's suddenly getting the idea that he wants a 1,000-year-old rust piece of shit.
Well, it could be a good, nice rusted piece of shit.
That's what he said.
Yeah.
Alright, if you want to go into the bowels of the city and fight the polyps and in the lake and get the bow, then we can do that.
Might as well.
Kiki, who's with you, looks at you and says, I was going to ask you to go to the polyps anyway. If they get free of the city, it doesn't matter if you defeat your Count Lulz. They'll devour the world.
Well, I mean, everything.
Well, you should have said that earlier.
Yeah, they're going to save the whole argument.
I'm sorry, I thought I made that clear.
No,
No,
you were just
you're just
whining
waiting
about
it out.
how you didn't keep them locked in good enough.
Yeah, you're whining about that pretty good.
Okay, well, let me be perfectly clear. If you don't stop Lulz, he will destroy the world. If you don't stop the polyps, they will destroy the world.
So we gotta do everything around here. Jeez, man.
Also, if you allow the evil that's sleeping in the city to awake, it will destroy the world.
Is there anything that we could do that wouldn't destroy the world?
Kill everything.
I'm just wondering how we became the saviors of the world.
I don't know.
I think this is a cosmic joke being played at the highest of levels.
I really hope Shellen really appreciates what's going on here, because this is above and beyond the cult of a priest, okay? I should be making freaking statues and making pottery in some freaking temple where I'm getting food every day that doesn't taste like crap.
I'm pretty sure that if that was the case, she wouldn't give you all these cool magic powers.
You know, I got cool magic powers. I had the same exact cool magic powers if I was in, like, Absalom freaking chilling in the temple.
Probably not. You'd probably be like a little scrub like the rest of the acolytes.
I have been watching you all through your dreams. Were you not involved in this adventure, in this task, in this quest, you would be dead in a cell in a ruined asylum.
But we wouldn't be here, would we?
If that would be preferable to you.
Well, I don't know. We wouldn't know any different, would we?
That makes no sense, dude.
Exactly. Nothing makes sense here.
No.
I think this adventure's getting a crumb.
I'm freaking out, man. Maybe it's the fungus.
Game over, man. Game over.
No, he's
They're
dead.
coming out of the walls!
Too soon, man. Too soon. He's dead.
Okay, put your shrooms down. Do either of you two, women know how to get to the bowels of the city?
Down?
What, you have a shovel you want to start digging?
I'm guessing we could just jump down that well.
Well, I got that. If it's in the water, we can go in the water. I got freaking water spells.
So there's no official, gated entrance or anything.
The ghost looks at you and says, "There is one entrance in the room. Just below here, there's a set of doors. If you go out, there is a well. Through the well is one of the entrances to the Undercity."
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
If you do not want to use that entrance, there is also a creature that resides in this city. She may be willing to guide you to one of the other entrances.
I hate to ask, but are we going to recognize this creature when we see her?
She's hard to miss.
A lot of stuff in this world, in this adventure, is hard to miss. I mean, you got to be a little specific here.
It's probably something our cleric's going to hit on.
He hits on everything, it doesn't help.
I've batted 0 so far. Y'all
At this
ruined
point, if it was a rock with a nice set of tits, he'd be hitting on it.
You're damn right.
Well, she walks on 3 legs,
Oh yeah.
and she has the large mouth full of teeth in the center of her body.
Oh really?
Really?
She's got 3 tentacles, one covered in eyes, and the other 2 covered in appendages and spikes.
Looks back. Yeah, that sounds a little bit more like you, Kiki.
Okay, is she going to try and eat us when
Oh
we first meet her?
no! No, she's quite friendly.
Oh, how friendly.
Is she going to express this friendliness by trying to eat us?
No, she does not eat people.
Alright.
I like her already.
Though she does eat books. So if you have any,
Necronomicon.
they would be great presents.
Necronomicon.
Or, one that we don't necessarily need for our adventures.
I thought we were giving
Do
it up to
kinda-
the freaking dude anyway.
We can't give the book to the angels if someone eats it.
Okay, so we gave it to
Besides,
the
she'd probably explode or something.
We have other books.
Yeah, we got
Also-
a lot of those books.
Also, the notes and stuff that you found in the camp said that Lulz used a ritual from the Necronomicon.
Yeah,
So-
man, y'all are giving Amos fucking Forrest Whitaker eye at this point.
Yep.
So, in order to follow Lulz, you need to use the ritual in the book, which you can't read.
In the book. The files are in the computer.
Okay. So our objectives are find this walking friendly tentacle creature, destroy the polyps, destroy the creature in the lake, find the bow, and then somehow find a way to read the book, perform the ritual, and then give the book to the angels. Does that cover it?
And kill
Yeah.
everything and save the world a couple times.
Well, do we want to rest up here so y'all can get your magic mojo?
Damn right.
Yep.
Well, I mean, I'd like something soft, but yeah, to lay on.
I'd like something soft too.
The fungus is soft.
Well, there's all the camping supplies downstairs.
Yeah, that's what I was
Not only
thinking.
The creepy hole with the penis vagina monster thing.
What? Andrew looks over and is like, have you ever seen any sort of genitalia before this point?
I am a priest of Shellin.
His mother told him horrible stories.
I am a priest of Shellin.
That doesn't mean anything.
Irvin's just kind of off to the side, rubbing her temples.
Really? She's rubbing her temples, huh?
I will hex you so fucking hard.
That's what she said.
Are you sure you're a priest of Shaylin and not Callistria?
No, I haven't tried to like sting anybody yet.
I don't know, you tried to sing the Haida Princess pretty hard.
Ah.
And the Hag Queen.
And the Head Queen.
Yeah, but I'm the slutty one. That's cool.
You've done things.
No,
As
you
far as
just
know, he
get
hasn't done a
paid
thing.
for it. You're a professional. He's just an overeager amateur.
Well, she has professional, standards then. Or something, I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Alright, since, alright, I'll go grab some camping gear.
Well, no, I mean, I'll get the camping gear, but, and just say, we're going to set up camp here, and this is a good place for everyone?
I think so.
Works for
we
me.
do too, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I will go down, get some supplies so that we can be comfy.
So while we're resting, which place do we want to go to first? The lake, destroy things there, find the creature, or what?
Now, do we need information from the tentacle creature to do any of the other parts?
She might be able to read Necrol.
Okay, so no, then is the answer.
Well, she also knows the entrance that doesn't involve jumping down a well.
Okay, so in that case, maybe we should find her first, do that part that doesn't involve going down a well, and then take care of the single massive creature in the water last.
All right.
That sounds like a good plan.
Since that one is apparently still asleep, and the polypy things are not.
Sounds like a better plan.
And on that note, I need to take a quick 5 here.
Yeah, it's good time. Everyone, take a break.
Great.
Nom nom beer.
I got $4,400 in damages to my vehicle that I need to get fixed. So I need beer too. Well, it's a 14-year-old Mustang, so it's about damn time for shit to start breaking. Seriously.
True that.
Shit, getting my wife's all freaking out. I'm like, well, it's 14 years old. It's about time for shit to start breaking.
High mileage?
About 140. I'm like, that's what happens when cars get old.
Yeah.
I'm not replacing it. Car payments suck.
Yeah, I was kind of forced into getting a new vehicle a few months ago.
I refuse. I'd rather go ahead and just fix it. It runs
Well,
fine.
here's the thing, though. It was an 11-year-old vehicle with a little over 200,000 miles on it, and I hit a deer.
Oh, well, that sucks.
At least you got some medicine.
Yeah, the damn thing ran off.
Well, you hit the deer.
You didn't track it?
Was he swearing and trying to not veer off the road?
You suck.
So you stop, you follow the blood trail, you slit its throat, you put it in the trunk, you take it home, you butcher it.
I am not my friend who got out of his car and chased a deer with a tire iron after he hit it.
Well, the deer obviously had it coming.
Obviously.
It's coming right for us.
Besides, if you hit it good enough, it's not like it's going to run off. It probably just limped away. You could have just walked up behind it and said, hey, die.
Yeah, so...
And at that point, it's technically not roadkill, it's road wounded.
So yeah, basically everything that has to do with the suspension and the brake system and the cooling system needs to be fixed or actually replaced on my car.
So your car is going to be a Promethean.
Well, it's going to have a new suspension and it's going to be the $1 million car here soon. At least the suspension and stuff should last another 100,000, 400,000 miles or so. 100,000, 140. Just to, give it about 60, 70,000 more miles, and then probably the engine will have to get replaced, and transmission too.
And I am back.
I'm back as well.
Welcome back.
Looks like we're all here.
Alright, real quick. From where you are, you guys, on this map, you can tell that you are in a tower right here. And all the way across the city, the ghost points at the round tower over there and says that is where the other star steeler was.
Oh, nice. Can we mark this? Can we mark this on the map where we are and where it is?
Yeah, you can mark if you want to.
Can you ping it again real quick?
It's the only round structure there is.
That's where you are. And that's where the stele is.
Okay, so we just gotta triangulate the other one, which I'm guessing it's gonna be in the middle of the water because that would be inconvenient for us.
It could also be deep under the city.
That too, but that seems anticlimactic.
She points at that big ruined section of the city and she says the stele was in there.
Huh.
So we should probably make our way to the round tower and possibly find the tentacle beast along the way. And then we can go look for the one near the water where the big creature's sleeping, and we might disturb it in the process of doing so.
I love this plan.
It could be worse. I'm not sure how, but it could be.
We could not be getting paid. Oh, wait.
Yeah.
To be fair, in loot that you guys have accumulated, you could probably buy a small nation, so you're still kind of getting paid.
We have to survive for that to happen. It keeps getting worse.
So why don't we do that? Get paid or buy a nation?
Imagine that. Facing greater challenges as we take on greater risks.
So now that we're all rested, we can say goodbye to Miss 500 Feet.
She gives you a wry smile as you start leaving and waves. She goes, "You know where to find me, should you need anything."
Yep. So shall we make our way to the round tower?
I guess so.
Keep your eyes open for a thing.
For more polyps.
Thing.
Tentacle mouth thing, yeah.
Three-legged tentacle lady thing.
That eats books. Because why not?
I got a bad feeling about this.
You just now got one. Wow, that's delayed.
Well, yeah, a little bit.
Okay, so you start trekking through the city. All the twists and turns and strange angles of the buildings.
I need to speak with their person who does like decorating because this sucks.
Well, they're probably 1,000 years dead.
To the worms.
This city was built by worms. They're really not much for our kind of aesthetics.
Don't tell Crumb that. He's probably going to try and hit on one.
No, I'm not.
Gasp. See that, believe
too
what?
big for me.
As you all are walking through the city. Everyone give me a perception check.
Yeah, 4.
Hey Sala, can I get a heroism as we get going? So we don't have to worry about it when the fight starts.
Yes, Pew, you are now heroic.
As you're walking through, Indra and Victor and Amos, you hear what sounds like a flock of birds in the distance, kind of calling to each other.
Oh god! Oh god!
But you can't see anything because the buildings are so tall and so narrow that you can barely see the sky above you.
Well, I hear some birds calling. They're probably not birds, and they're probably going to attack us.
They're probably gonna try to eat us.
So let's just keep on moving.
Keep on trucking.
Keep some eyes up.
When
Yeah.
When did we become so jaded?
Pretty sure I was that way before I woke up in the asylum.
So, random question: how much time has passed in game since we woke up in the asylum?
You've got to be kind of close to, like at least, or close to a year.
Yeah, it was several months to a year.
It was at least a month just on the boat ride. Remember?
No, it was a few months on the boat ride.
So we're like serious besties then. By then, jeez, know each other's fart smells.
That's why we hate each other so much. We've been together for so long.
Okay, so
Okay, you keep moving through the city.
Just realized I made a linguistics check instead of perception. Damn, I'm smart.
And as you're moving through the city, you see ahead of you a very large patch of green, ominous fog.
Lovely. Is it like the yellow fog from the asylum?
No, it's green.
Ta-da!
So y'all see that, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yep.
We're probably gonna die again.
Hey, maybe it's a nice fog that looks like a dead skull with souls coming out of it.
Yeah, because we've totally run across that before.
You're running everything else. Eventually we're gonna fight the ghost of fluffy bunnies.
So, of course, roll for initiative.
Yeah!
Wow.
Okay, Amos.
Amos is going to delay until Indra goes, and hopefully someone can tell him what the fuck that is.
Indra.
I am going to do a knowledge roll to try to figure out what that is.
Okay.
What kind of knowledge is this?
I believe it's dungeoneering.
Yeah.
Finally, something I have.
I know of dungeons. I've seen one or two. Not this thing, but I at least know what a dungeon is.
No,
Yeah.
you know what this thing is. It's something called a hungry fog. It is an eerie, vaporous ooze that slips through the air. It's not an undead creature, but it is a gaseous ooze infused with negative energy. But it will drain vitality from you if it touches you, and you do see weird flickering phantasms inside the fog. These are, according to lore, these are the past victims of the fog.
Okay, I relay that information to the group, informing that it is not undead, but an ooze. If you've got ooze things, we should do ooze things to it. Literally as I said that, I tilted my head because I'm pretty sure that didn't sound right. Alright, okay, then I begin to dance and cast haste.
Amos?
He's not flat-footed this time. Yay!
Oh, well, crap. I will move up here and ready an attack if it comes in range.
Crumb.
I don't know. How far is my lightning arc? 30 feet. Okay. In 30, I'm ready to attack 2. Once it gets within 30 feet, I will let off a lightning arc.
Okay. You see, just at the edge of the mist, a solid figure that looks out at you. Erevan, give me a will save.
Bullshit.
Okay, you don't feel so good. And by not feel so good, I mean your intelligence and charisma score dropped to 1.
Oh, that sucks.
Well, fuck me.
Luckily, I got a spell for that.
You have been afflicted by the spell Feeble Mind. You can go ahead and look it up to see exactly what happens.
I'm looking it up now.
Does everyone start eating your hair?
I like turtles.
I like turtles!
No, I just started acting like a Claire.
I like
Wah, 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 wah.
No, her intelligence is a 1 right now. She's dumber than a dog. She cannot actually talk. She's so stupid.
So she like ran around in a circle with a cone of shame.
The creature's intelligence charisma drop to 1. The affected creature is unable to use intelligence or charisma-based skills, cast spells, understand language, or communicate coherently. Still, it knows who its friends are and can follow them and even protect them. The subject remains in this state until a heal, limited wish, miracle, or wish spell is used to cancel the effect.
So I gotta
A creature that can cast arcane spells, such as a sorcerer or wizard, takes a -4 penalty on the saving throw.
And the DC of the save was a 21.
Damn, I'm good.
It's okay. With the -4, you would have missed it by 5, so don't feel as bad.
Yeah. Well, I can't do fuck all then.
Victor?
You can drool.
You can burn and save us from the mailman.
Victor will study the caster. Because fuck casters. And he will begin to shoot it.
Shooter.
And a haste attack.
Don't bother with the haste attack. It's dead.
Then the other arrows are going into the hooves.
Well,
Shoot the fuck.
And that's my turn.
The fog moves up.
my lightning goes off.
Your lightning shoots right into the mist, and it doesn't look like anything happens.
Damn it.
Though inside the mist, you can make out two creatures that were moving with it. Indra.
Alright. I cast some good hope to buff my compadres to hurry up and take this down, because I can't, it's too far away.
Amos.
Well, I guess Amos will move up and hit the thing.
Alright, you hit the thing.
What do I feel like I'm, literally attacking the darkness here?
You do damage it. It is now Crumb's turn.
I don't even know how to damage this thing. It's undead, right?
Nope.
No.
No, it's an ooze.
It's an ooze. Okay. I am just going to cast elemental body 4. So I transform into a huge air elemental.
Okie dokie. Gonna fight air with air?
I have no idea. I just never used a spell before, so.
Part of me wants to cast the monkey spell, and then it would be a monkey NATO.
So I am now a huge air elemental.
Okay. Ervin,
Yes.
you drool on yourself, I guess.
Curl my hair. Something.
You chew on your hair. Victor.
Victor will study the ooze, and he will try to identify more about it with his crappy dungeoneering, because I can't roll higher than a fucking 4.
It is a hungry fog.
So that's a 20, yeah.
It's a 20?
I get +3 from my studying and +2 from Good Hope.
Oh, okay, yeah. So a 20. They are hungry fogs. They are immune to acid, electricity, and sonic damage. They deal negative energy damage. Anything else you want to know?
What kind of special abilities do they have, considering you already gave me their resistances?
Any creature within 10 feet of a hungry fog has to succeed on a will save or become shaken. I didn't make Amos do it because he's immune to shaken, so it doesn't matter. Also, they can engulf their foes with their mist. They take, and if you're in there, you're not pinned, but you are staggered from breathing in this ooze. Also, they are gas, so they can move through small holes or narrow openings or cracks.
I will relay that to the rest of the group. And then I will shoot it.
Can I be made huge, please?
And then a haste attack.
Unlimited power!
I'm guessing the 20 doesn't hit.
No, it hits.
Oh, okay.
Oozes have super crappy AC.
And is that including your +2 to attack and damage rolls?
Yes.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
The ooze is going to ooze forward over Amos.
Is that a move action?
It's just 5-footing, kind of 5-foot stepping forward, rolling forward.
Yeah, it didn't completely go over me because I would have provoked.
It's not like trampling him, it's just drifting forward, and now he is being engulfed in this mist. And in doing so, it is going to attack Amos. This is a touch attack.
Yeah, my touch AC is not that good.
So you take 26 negative energy damage. And the guy in the fog is going to 5 foot up and try to attack you. Just the first attack. Which misses horribly. Other one's going to move up and try and attack as well. Does a 28.
No.
I think so. Okay. Indra.
We know what the big thing is. Do we haven't identified what the little things are? The little peoples, right?
They're more fungus undead things.
Oh, okay. I'm zoomed out big enough so I can see everything. I couldn't see them up close. So they're more fungus. So, I say, oh my god, they're fungus. Aravan, use your fireball. Look at Aravan eating her hair, realizing that some shit be down.
Chewing.
Just chewing.
Kind of light munch.
Realize some shit be down. Okay.
I'm sorry, your arrow crashed.
You need to reboot your witch.
Okay, right now there's updates.
It's bad.
Witch.exe has unexpectedly shut down.
She's having the red screen of death.
Drool.
I don't have anything. Well, it's still outside of my range for most of my attacks. I don't want to get closer. I don't know what to do.
Wait, I just realized I fucked something up. Was that an evil creature that did the feeble mind?
Nope.
Okay, never mind.
It looks like a horrible evil creature with the ghostly images of undead things flickering in it and the big skull, but it's not. It's just a mindless ooze.
Okay, well, I misread my feed anyway, so it doesn't affect me, it affects my allies.
Well, I guess what I will do is I will further buff the person up there hitting it. So I will use Virtuoso Performance to start another bard performance of Inspire Confidence.
You want competence or greatness? What's competence?
Competence. Bard of 3rd level or higher can use their performance to help an ally succeed in a task. The ally must be within 30 feet and be able to see the bard. The ally gets a now it's up to +5 competence bonus on all skill checks of a particular skill as long as he continues the bard performance or hears the bard performance.
Yeah, skill checks. That doesn't help in combat any.
Then greatness! You get to be extra great.
He's pretty great to begin with.
Hush you, go back to sucking on your hair. What was a cute sound?
It's like a live squid in her mouth going up through her nose.
Let's see here. Gain 2 bonus hit dice, d10s, the commensurate number of temporary hit points, and a +2 competence bonus on attack rolls, and a +1 competence bonus on fort saves. Almost, you now are the Super Saiyan. I would have buffed you, Crumb, but Sealy looked at what this thing is, and as an air elemental, you'll do fine.
Yeah, I'd be fine. Not worried about it.
He's good. See, he just became an air elemental, so he can put his air weaver into it.
Exactly.
Oh.
It's not called an air wiener. It's a ainer.
Amos, please kill the fog before Crumb can fuck it.
I'm gonna fuck the ooze. Fuck the ooze out of it.
Well, I'm gonna 5-foot step out so I'm not staggered by being inside of its engulfing presence. I know I can't crit an ooze, so
It's dead. It had 10 hit points left.
then that next shot goes at the first fungi boy, which can crit.
Come on, I want to hit something with my air elemental shape.
Yeah.
And that's the fungi boy. And that's
Slow
the
down.
fungi. 79 plus 41 plus 38.
Okay, he's dead. Now Amos. Sorry, now
Yeah, so how does this work? I got 2 slam
Crumb.
attacks, right? I got 2 slam attacks, and can I use my normal weapons, or how does that work?
no, you can't use your normal weapons, but you can use your slam
I'm
attacks.
gonna use my slam attacks. Got 2 of them. So plus 11 apiece.
You know, you don't get just the stats of that creature, you get the polymorph size bonus.
I know. Hero Lab takes that in effect. I did a spell adjustment, and so. Ah! Crumb smash.
Crumb miss.
Probably.
Is that a 14 to hit?
Yeah.
Crumb miss.
The 21 hit.
Nope.
God damn it. This spell's useless.
You know what this is? This is like Bruce Banner like fighting the entire movie to be all like, I don't want to change, I don't want to let the monster out, and you finally let the monster out, and then like Hawkeye takes out the last
Immune
alien.
to critical hits, precision damage, bleed. I got fly 120 feet, perfect. Energy resistance 20. I got DR 5 dash.
Victor.
One word, Hawkeye.
Victor will study the last thing alive and start shooting it.
At least it looked cool, man.
Yeah, and it goes down.
I looked cool for a little bit.
You're nothing but hot air.
Why are you assuming that I'm hot?
Because you're trying to shag everything.
Because
I
you
searched
sure ain't cool.
That is true, though.
That's true. Hit Aravid. Are you okay there, buddy?
Who wants my heal spell?
Skeet, skeet, skeet.
No, I got that prepared. I got 2 of them, I think, prepared. No, I got 2 Breath of Lives prepared. I got a heal spell, and yeah, I got it prepped.
Oh, we appreciate it.
I don't know, I kind of like this drooling version of you.
Victor will look around for further threats and also search for any belonging.
I guess I'll cast heal.
You do find 2 +1 punching daggers. Two +1 hand crossbows. Two +1 chain shirts. And 2 cloaks of resistance +1. And 1 cloak of resistance +2. Those are from the undead things. You don't find anything on the ooze.
I don't know, Crumb could take a bottle of it and like have some alone time later on.
No, I expended my really coolness, and kind of disappointed.
Yeah, sorry, Crumb. When it comes to being a giant blowjob, you just kind of sucked.
It sounded cooler in the spell block, I guess. I'm sure it has its uses.
Well, yeah, the fact you could fly, be immune to crits, all that fun shit.
Also, the fog is vulnerable to wind, so if you just gone flying straight into it in whirlwind, you would have torn it apart.
Yeah, I do have whirlwind, so.
Yeah, you were awesome. Come over here and fix my little red-headed witch.
I did. I cast heal.
I'm good.
Good. You're good now. Your hair. Take your hair out of your mouth.
Fine.
Gonna call up a hairball later on, and it's gonna be moving.
We'll go with my freaky eye.
Will be the nest that your freaky eye sits in.
Can make it a little like one of those little troll doll hairs.
Doggy bag. The doggy beds.
Now make like a little hair on the eyeball.
Slowly building a Fred.
You can call it Wilson.
You can paint his eyelashes.
Up girl time.
Do you want to build a snowman?
You don't have to make a friend. I'm right here.
No way.
We all know what kind of friends you are, Indra. Kind of friend that charges.
That's not a friend. You're just
just because you're a cheap slut doesn't mean she is. She's smart enough to get paid for it.
She's at least a businesswoman about it.
It's people like you that flood the market with unskilled labor that makes the rest of us trained professionals have to work harder for our qualifications.
Bash the button that says build a wall.
Be careful, I think he has air wall.
Scaramucci.
Okay, as you are healing up and recovering from the attack, give me a perception check.
I already did.
Okay, Victor, anybody else want to give me a perception check?
Yeah, hang on, I got too many windows open.
Okay, everyone that got higher than a 25, you once again hear what sounds like a ruckus of birds.
Can you describe the ruckus?
Can you describe the ruckus, sir?
You guys might want to like close in a little bit and not be back there in individual tiger bouncing the rear area.
Oh, good call.
Like maybe have Crumb be behind the two squishies. Or Victor or somebody, so that there's
armor.
And if you look up, you can see what looks like an oddly moving cloud sweeping down between the buildings, getting closer and larger.
Turn on like that.
Is it like a swarm of undead carrion birds or something?
It is a bunch of birds. Let me see what kind of bird this is. It looks like a songbird. Not like carrion birds. It looks like just, the birds you'll see at your bird feeder eating seeds. But they are definitely dead, and it is a huge swarm that just comes swooping down, and they're ramming into you and pecking you and all sorts of stuff. It's horrible.
So, well, then I think that attack thing should be happening.
Yeah, they've got a 16 on initiative, so they don't have a...
So, we on initiative, we didn't roll. As far as I know, it's still the same initiative from before.
Alright, just use the same initiative from before.
It's easy for you to say I rolled a 1.
Alright, fine. Hang on, let me...
I just gotta adjust what buffs are gone. How long's it been since we stopped that last fight?
Like, 2 seconds.
Okay, so then basically everything's still up.
That means heroism, good hope, inspired graceness. On you.
Did you say inspired graceness?
I meant to say greatness, but I probably slurred a little bit. Like I said, motherfucking been drinking.
Okay, everybody roll initiative. Okay, Amos, you go first. The birds are swarming all around you.
I am going to attack the swarm. And I can do that since I bought a Swarmbane clasp. Specifically, so if I get attacked by a swarm, I can cut them with my sword.
Okay.
So, what, 41 plus 40 plus 40 plus 41.
Yep. Victor.
Victor will study the swarm. It's a swarm, so it's, yeah, I'm guessing it's immune to crits. Or precision damage.
Yes.
Okay, dokie. And there's a haste attack. And that's my turn. Oh, wait, sonic damage. Did a 21 hit?
Hang on, let me make sure. Yeah, you shoot at the birds, but it's just this massive cloud of birds.
So I do no damage?
You do some. You shoot a few of the birds, but there's hundreds of birds, and you shoot what 1, 2, 3, 5 arrows.
Yeah, I can get like 5 birds with 1 arrow.
They're not in straight lines.
But it's a lot of them.
No, I'm sorry.
So should I roll the sonic damage or no?
No, you should not roll sonic damage.
Alright, then that's my turn.
The swarm sweeps over all of you.
Thought it was huge.
It's massive. It's just this immense swarm. So, let's see here. Aravan,
Yes.
you take 10 damage. Amos, you take 14 damage. Indra, you take 13 damage. Crumb, take 15 damage. And Victor, You take 15 damage. Everybody give me a fort save.
Yeah, can we not be in the swarm?
Is this the distract save?
No.
Uh-oh, Indra, that's kind of low.
Okay, Indra, it is your turn.
Okay. Because I'm being swarmed, I'm assuming I have to cast defensively?
You don't have to do shit.
You can cast defensively whenever you want to.
You can.
Okay, I'm going to be selfish and not do anything for you guys, and I'm going to do something for me. And I'm going to use this one right here. So now the swarm of dead birds is starting to be on fire.
Just the ones that hit you, yes.
You know, to add some color to the place. Oh, okay. So I guess there's the +4 for the competency? I don't know, I hit so very rarely. For greatness? No. Whatever the one I give you guys.
This spell does not have a hit roll. When they attack you, they will take some fire damage. Erevan.
Okay, I am going to cast Burning Hands defensively using my Intensify Rod.
Okay.
And then I get an extra 8d4 on top of that.
You, as the swarm is flying over you, you put your hands up and you just flamethrower the whole thing. You just back and forth, roasting. You are now surrounded by a pile of roasted dead birds, which all immediately start popping into puffs of spores. Once again, I need a fort save from everybody.
And, no, Evan, what that would be is the max it can give is the, Intensify can raise it by a maximum of 5 dice.
Okay, so it would just get 5 more d4.
Right.
Okay, gotcha. Up to my caster level, right?
Right. So in this case, it would be a 10d4 attack.
Still better than 5. Look at that save.
Is this a disease?
Yes.
I am immune.
Must be nice.
It really is. All these spore creatures.
Sorry about all the spores, but it looked fucking cool.
See, I know there's spores, and they're ruled by the things of this universe, but on the other hand, all I can think of is what it's like when you use a lighter on coffee creamer.
What?
I'm familiar with it.
Coffee creamer is one of the so it's like flour and wood dust, but if you blow them and they get the right amount of air in between the particles, they burn like motherfucking crazy.
Gotcha.
Oh yeah, I blew myself up with a flower bomb before.
Yeah, coffee creamer is a great fire starter. We used to use it in the army all the time because you get the creamer packets and the MREs.
Just use C4.
Oh, the powdered creamer. Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
I was thinking the liquid shit. No, what?
That would be weird.
Yeah, that is weird.
After the birds flop to the pavement, from the corner, some rubble falls forward, and out pops a creature.
With 3 legs, 3 tentacles, with an eyes and teeth.
We would have played this game.
Oh hey, it's that thing.
Hey, Kiki?
She's
My
like,
friend's
yes?
here.
Is that you?
No.
Oh.
I'm really sorry if I'm offending you thinking everything is you.
The creature waves a tentacle at you.
Victor waves back.
Can we go that way?
That's what it looks like.
Oh, tentacle.
Hey, girl.
I got some books for you, girl.
It's like, hello!
Hello.
Hi.
Greetings and hello! I am Hosbog!
Hey, Oswald, we've been looking for you, actually.
I have been looking for you!
Well, I'd say we're both on the correct course then.
Works out rather nicely then.
It's nice!
Oh my god, it's Watto.
I'm hearing more like a Borat for some reason. It's very nice.
We already have one. It's very nice.
So, there's nobody else in the city who has trade. I have trade!
What do you have to trade?
I have many things that I have scavenged through this giant crumbling wreck of a city. Marvelous things, magical things, magnificent things.
And let me guess, you're looking for books.
I love books. But not only do I have things, I have information.
Well, that's actually why we were looking for you.
Wonderful. So, what can I do for you? You're looking for me. What is it you need?
A way down to the bowels of the city to fight the horrible polyp things without just diving down a well.
Then we got another.
Elbow to the solar plexus when you start talking about the Necronomicon.
We can give it the other books.
Necronomicon.
I believe I do know a way down to the Undercity, though why you want to go there, I don't know.
Kill polyps, guys.
Yeah, the polyps are going to destroy the world, including you.
This is where we keep our stuff, so we gotta stop that.
I will take your word for it.
You do it all night long.
So what will it take for you to show us this better entrance?
What are you offering?
Got some of these books from a dude, Count Lulls.
Ooh, very nice. Let me see these books.
You have like all those books from his manor still.
I'm like, let me do this one. And I take the smallest book, and I talk it up. I mean, it's all about the fine leather and the nice vellum. And oh my god, have you seen the marbling here? And the content. They only made like 4 of these books, and they were ridiculously hand copied by blind monks in a monastery. Come on, this has got to be worth a lot.
She starts flipping. She looks at the book and she goes, no, not quite what I'm looking for. Do you have any books that are perhaps magic?
Do we have any extra spellbooks?
Well, we actually have this one because I believe we got it back. But we were going to give it as a burial thing, and then that whole never actually panned out deal. The Narcotic Record has legend, lore, and spells in it.
And it looks that. Ooh. It's like, now this definitely, yes, this I would take to tell you where the entrance is.
You mentioned you had things to trade. Would you mind describing them?
Oh, well, yes. I have some weapons and some armor, potions, scrolls, rings, rods, staves, wands, and other wonderful magical items.
Did you happen to come across a bow in all this?
Yes, I did find a bow.
Did we get a good description of the bow from
You did see the bow?
Oh, the ghostly version of it. Okay.
Yeah.
May we see your bow selection?
I don't have it with me, but I could go get it.
Well, do you have anything that looks like, and then a detailed description of the ghost bow? Minus the ghost part.
No, I don't have a bow like that.
Okay.
The one I have shoots lightning.
Victor steps forward.
Well, step aside.
Well, it doesn't always shoot lightning, but when you shoot it, the arrows become electrified. And if they hit just right, then they burst into a beautiful electric shower that hurts everything around.
You have my attention. So from its description, can I get like a numerical score on this bow?
Well, if it's a magic weapon, it has to be at least +1, and the description sounds like it's Thundering Burst.
Shocking burst.
Shocking Burst, sorry.
Yeah, but is it like a +2, +3? Is it a longbow?
It is, it's the longbow with all the wheels and stuff on it.
Ooh, it's a composite longbow.
It's a compound longbow.
And I think it would be a +1. He doesn't say +1, but it says the minimal magical enhancement for weaponry.
Eh.
Now, I do have a warhammer that has much more magical enhancement on it. Like 4 times as much.
I don't think anyone has used warhammers.
How about a breastplate? I have a breastplate that is specifically designed to help you resist the attacks of, well, creatures like me.
But you seem so friendly.
Aberrations?
Yes, those with Non-standard physiology.
Nature just kicks a pebble across the street.
He's like, yeah.
Get my hopes up. Like, oh, magic bow. Oh, that's a crappy magic bow.
Well, maybe for the right price you could get it, and then you could upgrade it.
Yeah, I don't think any of us actually use hammers.
Ooh, you look like a strong fellow. How about a belt that'll make you stronger?
I already got a belt that makes me stronger, faster, and tougher.
Wait, go back to the belt thing. What kind of belt?
Strength.
Yes, it's a belt that'll give you the strength of a giant.
Would it be perhaps a belt of physical might?
I'm looking at it. It's a belt of strength +4, but it says a belt of giant strength +4.
That's because the belts are called. Physical might is the type of belt that has 2 stats, and physical perfection is the one that has 3 stats.
Now, I do have a headband that gives you mental superiority.
Go on.
But you look like the entertaining type.
Well, a little bit, yes.
I have a lyre. A lyre that can help you build grandiose monuments to your own glory. Or, build really anything at all, really.
Let me hear more.
Well, if you play the lyre and focus on what you want to create, it will be built for you. Magic!
Okay, I gotta look this up.
A lyre,
Lyre
building.
building. And you, with the red hair, magic user,
Correct.
you have that look about you.
Yeah,
Staffs?
yes.
Wands?
Maybe something on a staff?
I happen to have a lawful staff.
No. Not so much for the lawful sort.
It casts magic surgical wounds chaos. And I think that if you're here, you're going to be fighting a lot of chaos.
Very tempting. And what do you take in trade?
What am I taking in trade? Books? Other weapons or armor or magical things you may have found? Money?
Are you perhaps in the market for some hand crossbows?
Darling, I'm in the market for everything.
And what about my tall greenish friend here? Anything that might appeal to his, let's say, nature?
Cleric, is it? I think Michael's AFK.
No, I'm right here.
Oh, okay.
He was AFK, now he's back.
Let's see, I have a wand that can cure serious wounds. Or the breastplate that defies aberrations, which is 4 times as magical as the baseline magical item. It's a +4 aberration defiant breastplate.
body, it would be really good for going up against the polyps.
How much are you asking for that staff again?
Crap. Sorry, the thing I looked it up with. There it is. The staff normally goes for around 30,000 gold pieces.
Was there a strength modifier on that bow?
Yeah, it's +4.
Damn.
What's the staff called?
Lawful staff.
Well, it seems like, okay, our potion and healing wand selection, how are we doing on that?
We've got a bunch of potions. I don't know what the wands are because I don't keep track of the wand charges.
And what kind of shield does Amos have?
Celestial shield.
Yes, the OTAG looks at that and goes, Yes, I have one just like this.
The wand of cure serious wounds would be useful, probably.
How many crossbows did we get at the last thing again? How many? Like 3, 4?
We have 5 of them.
Well then, perhaps we could trade some, dare I say, those for some heal serious wounds. I like to have wounds that are not serious. And if they are made such a way with a wand, I can be happy with such a thing.
Yeah, let me give you the OTAG will list, if you ask, will list for you all the items that she can sell. +1 invulnerable Nishabarubian parade armor. +4 aberration defiant breastplate. Celestial shield. +1 speed whip. +1 shocking burst composite longbow. +4 warhammer. Potion of heroism, potion of remove curse, scroll of banishment, scroll of earthquake, scroll of elemental body 4, scroll of ethereal jaunt, scroll of greater restoration, scroll of mind blank, scroll of sunburst, lawful staff, lesser empower, metamagic rod, ring of evasion, ring of protection +3, ring of escape, rod of escape, wand of cure serious wounds, wand of death knell. +2 vicious body wrap of mighty strikes, belt of giant strength +4, headband of mental superiority +2, lyra building, scabbard of keen edges, tremor boots, and vest of the cockroach, and a Ganji doll that she calls Madman.
I don't necessarily want to purchase it, but I am curious. What does the doll do?
It's a Ganji doll.
Yeah, well, that staff might seem sort of semi-cool there, Anno. The thing is, to recharge a staff, you can only put a certain number of charges per day,
Yeah,
and you have to be able to cast one of the spells that's on there to be able to recharge it.
yeah, that's probably not gonna work for me.
I'm sorry, guys, I can't play anymore. There's a cat in the way.
However,
So
there's
it
also
goes.
that rod of lesser empower would probably be pretty cool for you. Because
Yes.
when you use empower, you basically add 50% to the damage of a spell.
Yes, I would like to look into that lesser rod.
Yeah, I guess I need to up my strength, because every bow we get is like +4 strength, +5 strength.
Well, we are getting higher level now, so.
How much for the lesser rod?
That I can let go for about 9,000.
That's fair price, I think.
Very nice, very nice.
Now it is empower, was it?
Lesser empower.
Lesser empower means it can be used on a spell of level 1, 2, and 3.
Right.
Anything else you want? Any of the scrolls to expand your spell knowledge base?
What was the wand?
I have a wand of cure serious wounds and a wand of death knell.
We need a wand of cure serious wounds. It has full charges, right?
Yes.
How much?
Standard price for a wand
Okay.
of
Cure serious or cure critical?
serious.
Okay, that's only 11,250. But I don't have enough money for that. Do we have it in the fund?
No, but we could probably sell some shit.
That would give us like what, 50 charges for that.
Hang on, I gotta find 22,000 gold worth of stuff to transfer into.
What were the scrolls?
Scrolls. Banishment, Earthquake, Elemental Body 4, Ethereal Jaunt, Greater Restoration, Mind Blank, and Sunburst.
Not a lot of that on the witch spell list, I'm seeing.
How much did you say that wand was?
11,215.
Okay. How about we trade her the +2 light flail, the +2 spear, and the belt of strength +2, and then you said 11,250.
Yes, sir.
And 945 gold pieces.
So I'm safe to add it.
Yeah, you're good.
Now, are you buying these things with your own cash?
The only thing I bought was the rod, but yes, that was what I was doing.
Okay, I just wasn't sure because I'm like,
Yeah, I haven't really done much spending past couple sessions, so I've got a decent little nest egg going.
okay, and she's gonna give us the directions to.
I gotta change my daughter real quick.
Yeah, she's like, you wait here. I'll be right back. I have to go get the purchases you have made. Because it's not like she's carrying a cart with her. She says, wait here. I'll go get them. And then she comes back with the items you have purchased. And she says, if you want to get to the Undercity, follow me. However, be very careful. It's very dangerous down there. Dangerous enough that you probably shouldn't go until you level up.
Wink, wink.
Well, since that's totally arbitrary and at your discretion, we have no idea when that's gonna happen.
Probably after we do the tower. Wink, wink.
And while she's showing you the way to the entrance, she does say, so, who else have you met in the city? Have you met the Screaming Woman yet?
Yep.
She actually referred you to us.
Ah, how wonderful. What about the Scarred Man?
No.
Don't think we've had the pleasure.
I don't know. Didn't we fight somebody with a bunch of scars? I can't remember. It's all a bunch of blood and gore.
There's been some people with some, with the face and the fungus and the such.
Oh, no. He doesn't have the fungus. He has been here for so long. He's one of those super depressing people who's always like, oh, this is terrible. Oh, this is bad. Oh, everything's terrible. And it sucks. And it's just so depressing. Frankly, I don't enjoy spending time anywhere near him.
Oh, I know the type.
He keeps going on and on about all the people he lost in Aslant, and oh, how it's so disappointing that they all died.
And how his insides are on his outside. Like that?
No, not quite like that. Plus, he doesn't enjoy my company. He says that I'm not good enough, that he only wants to spend time on humans and lifting them up from their squalid beginnings.
Uh-huh.
No, that we met him.
Have you seen him more recently? A man and walk back, and I gave a very detailed description of Lulz.
No, that's not the Scarman, but I do recall seeing him come through here a bit back. He traveled all through the city. Frankly, I think the man was insane.
Yeah, don't say.
Yeah, we run across that a lot.
I do recall seeing him forcing his way into the Snarl.
The what?
The Snarl, where all the buildings have collapsed. They kind of fall against each other and pile up in a big snarl. At least that's what I call it.
Have you, I look back and I'm like, Kiki, your body, and points to this thing. Would I know where it is, would you?
She says, well, if it would be anywhere, it would be down under the city.
Okay, well, you seem to go down into the city, or at least know where it is. Have you seen, what's all down there?
I don't go down there. It's incredibly dangerous. However, if you're going down there and you happen to find anything interesting, I'd be very happy to see what you bring out.
We will definitely keep you in mind. I'm trying so hard to get Kiki into something that's actually, useful, as opposed to, a little old lady. Aren't we also, aren't we also in our little wagon train of stuff, the guy we freed from the cocoon? Or did we leave him back at the tower and be like, oh, we'll toast be back?
I think we left him at the tower.
Yeah, you pretty much left him at the tower.
I thought he didn't want to stay in the tower, actually. I thought he was basically dragging along with Kiki.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
He's like, don't leave me!
Nah, you guys don't know where he is. He's not with you.
Oh, you know what we
Unless
probably
disappear.
did? We probably left him back by the tower with our cart and our camels. To keep an eye on him. That was his job before anyways.
Or the birds ate him.
Or he got caught in one of the umpteen million AoEs we just ate and fucking got cinderized.
If Kiki survived, he would have survived. Kiki's an old lady. It's not like she's got, really good active dodge.
She could be an old lady who's level 15 and got a fuck ton of hit points.
This is not her first playthrough.
This ain't her first rodeo.
So, Hosbach says, oh, what about the deep thinker?
The who?
Is that the dude in the water?
No. He's a dude by the tower. Can't miss him. Very tall.
We were going to go there eventually.
He's always going on and on about the stars and the planets and the constellations. Frightfully boring, if you ask me, but he seems to be quite enthralled with it. Always wanting to look up at the sky. I believe he has been treating with those Naga for use of their building.
And there's more of them with the fungus and such about.
Oh, no. They're not infected with the fungus.
What does the infection with the fungus look like?
It looks like fungus growing out of people.
What are the early symptoms of this?
I haven't done really an extensive study. I mean, it doesn't really affect me, being immune. But, as far as I can tell, the people start screaming, go crazy, and then die. Some of them go drown themselves in the lake.
So we'll notice if someone in the party's infected.
I should think so.
Well, I think we've concluded everything that we need at the present time.
So I got the
I
wand?
think so. Yes, you got the wand. Well, if y'all need anything else, or if you have anything to sell, if you find anything, just give me a shout. I'm sure somehow this place will echo it to me, and I'd be glad to do business with you again.
Certainly.
You all have a wonderful day.
You too, dear.
We'll have fun storming the tower.
And she kind of tromps off.
As far as aberrations go, that was kind of nice.
And when you hand over the book that you were, giving her to show you where the entrance was, she immediately grabs it and devours it. She chews it to pieces and swallows the contents.
Well, that was refreshing in a strange kind of way.
It's kind of nice to see tentacled, toothy creatures that aren't trying to kill us.
So we head to the tower?
I think so.
Hmm.
Normally I'd say since we're here we might as well go down, but I have this feeling we might fare better if we wait a little bit and perhaps reflect on the things that we learned as we further adventure.
And possibly run into more of these characters.
Alright, you keep walking down the street until you come to a round tower. And it's got a door. This circular shrine that stands atop one of the eastern mesas. There's a round sanctuary at the base of the tower, and what seems to be an observatory above, connected by a steep set of steps that ascends from each of the cardinal directions, climbing up the sloping exterior.
Are there any creatures in the area?
It is hard to tell. The doors are closed. And when you try to get nearby, there is a very strong feeling that you should not progress. Give me a will save.
Oh, well, it's usually a good sign.
Hey, also wait, before we... Oh, well, okay, the will save's already being made, but I was going to say, before we go any further, maybe a little bit of a burst of healing since everyone took damage from the swarm.
Okay, give you a burst of healing.
Gracias. I don't want us to run into something where somebody's down a pinch and they don't have that pinch to spare.
That's what she said.
No, that's what he said. Though I don't want to assume your gender.
Erevan, what is your alignment?
Chaotic good, I believe. Let me double check. Yes, chaotic good.
Those of you who got higher than a... What is the DC on this? Than a 22. You notice that this energy that is warning you not to go further is a spell that is forbidding you from entering, and that if you progress, it will damage you. Erevan, you fail your will save, so you walk face first into it.
Smack!
Donk.
And you take 18 damage.
Jesus Christ.
You're lucky you were chaotic good.
Alright. Hooray chaos. Hashtag chaos.
So, what's the deal with this deal?
You hurt my face!
Well, at least you're not drooling on yourself.
As that happens, a giant comes out and looks at you.
You shall not pass.
He just looks like a douche.
It looks like he should be selling... He looks like he should be selling crystals at a kiosk at the mall.
Hello there.
Hello, how you doing?
Whatever you want, go away. We do not need any more distractions and possibly usurpers of the observatory. I paid fairly and dearly, and it's mine for the next few months.
Okay, you can have it, bro.
We want neither to disrupt your work nor usurp your position. We are actually here looking for the Star Stealer.
Well, that's wonderful for you.
It is. Because we're going to go see it.
And save the world, which includes you.
Because we're big damn heroes.
And we got Amos, and he's like a killing machine.
I'm sure your business is quite important to you. However, I have important business of my own. I have to finish my astronomy dissertation, and I don't think your little jaunt is important enough to disturb it. Now, if you will please allow me to get back.
Shh. The creatures have built the city. The polyps below are awake and they're stirring and they're starting to come up. We gotta stop them. First, we gotta go on the tower though and see the Stella. I don't know why. The smart one's here now. Also, some dude found this book called the Necronomicon and used it to open up a passageway to get to the god Hastur, and is trying to sacrifice the world to him. We gotta do something to stop him too. So, your whatever it is on astrology is pretty low on our concern list right now.
Yeah, we're kind of busy right now.
From where he's standing behind the magical effect, he picks up a rock and throws it near you. And he's like, "Enough! Let me get back to my work and stop disturbing me!"
You know, in less time it has taken you to come out here and to be all like this to us. We could have gotten in, we could have done what we needed to do, and we could have moved on. You know, we somehow got here through all this desert. We have fought our way through the entire city. You really think that a little thrown rock's gonna stop us?
Give me a diplomacy check. It's like, look, I'm renting this facility from the Nagas that infest it. Unfortunately, my time is almost at an end, and they've already kicked me out a few times in order to let some fat human scholar use the place. If I'm going to continue using this for my studies, I'm going to need more rent.
Or we can just let you do your stuff, and we can just not let them evict you.
I say, the fat human scholar, did he, and then I describe Lulz.
Yes.
How about we, you know what, we take up a little bit of your time, we take care of this thing that we need to do with Starseela, but then we make sure that man never comes back to interrupt you or to try to take your spot away. I mean, he's the one who really inconvenienced you, not us. I mean, we're only going to be here for a little bit. We can make sure that he can never bother you again.
I don't think he's returning. And then he looks at you all and says something. Does anybody speak giant?
No.
Hang on.
Pretty sure Amos does.
I do.
He says in giant. Or, if you can get rid of the Nagas.
He's wondering out loud, you know, if we could kill the Nagas.
I think we could.
He says in common, "Oh, I would not approve of you disrupting my host in such a way."
Yeah,
Then he says in giant, "Yeah, yeah."
Oh, maybe they can hear us.
If you manage to get rid of them, the capricious Nagas who demand tribute and offer nothing but hollow promises in return, I'd be willing to share the observatory.
Can you ask him if he can lower the barrier?
He looks at you and he says, I cannot lower it, but I do have the password.
Oh, that's good, because otherwise, I guess someone's just gonna have to dispel it.
And he looks at Amos and says again in Giant, so, do we have a deal?
Yeah, I'm cool with that. Shit.
You can't hear him.
Oh, I can't? Okay, never mind then.
Well, you can hear him, you just don't know what he's saying. Yes, yes.
Sick. Excellent.
Killing's easy. That's what I do.
Password is calculation.
I know this will surprise Nolan, but I'd have never thought of that as a password.
Oh, it's calculation, but there's like numbers in it, and there's caps.
That's pretty calculating.
So, did you make a deal with him, Aeons?
Yeah, we go take care of some snaky peoples and, you know. And then we just get to do with our, do what we gotta do here.
Now, what you have to do is a ritual to attune the Star Stele. You do not know the ritual.
And let me guess, the ritual is in Necronomicon.
Yes, it
It
is.
is in the Necronomicon, and I made sure when we last rested to do. We did have our last rest tonight was long enough to get spells back and shit, right?
Yes.
Okay, I put comprehend languages on so that I can read the Necronomicon and learn what we need to know.
Are you sure that's a good idea, bud?
You know what? Right now it's our only option, and I'm probably the most qualified to not die when reading.
Well, it's midnight, so the fight against the Nagas would probably take a while. But what I will do is go over the process of reading the Necronomicon. Because it's a process.
It's probably not a good process.
And, you know, you're sitting there saying you think you're the one most likely to survive, but yet just an hour ago you were chewing on your hair and drooling.
But you know what? Fine. You want to read
Crazy
it?
book?
Oh, I don't want to read it!
Yeah, not happening on this side either.
I'm just saying right now we don't have much better in the way of options.
I'll say,
Rules do it for us.
yeah, this is going to be probably tonight after the adventure, or maybe the previous day. What you got to do is the book has several sections. And you can read each section to figure out what's going on. The notes and stuff make it appear that the ritual is in the 5th section of the book. You can read any section of the book you want. However, you will have to make some saves.
Is there an index?
Hey, yeah, real quick, what kind of, cloak of resistance are you wearing there, Anno?
It says +1.
Oh yeah, you need to upgrade that. Fortunately, we have some +2s, so why don't you take a +2 cloak and give up the +1 cloak?
Done and done.
And then once you're going to read it, we can probably, whatever buffs we have, that might help your saves.
Now, even if you understand Necro, the reader must study the book for 8 hours and succeed at a DC 30 linguistics check.
Ugh.
Yeah, we can get a little assistance there from have Sala use her Inspire Competence. That would actually give you the bonus to your skill. I think heroism is a morale bonus. That's +2 on skill checks. So there's ways we can boost up your
Okay,
skills.
Spirit Competence, +5. Throw that on yourself.
We're not doing it right now, I don't think.
But also, you'd probably want to have heroism on yourself anyway to give you the +2 on your saves, in addition to your skill checks.
Okay.
So let's go ahead and do the skill check. So you can the DC 30 linguistics check.
Okay, so what am I adding? Everything here. Adding 7.
Okay. Well, what you're gonna add is 5, 7. Hey, Crumb, do you have guidance?
Maybe.
0 level spell.
Yeah, I do have it.
Is it a competence bonus or a? I don't. I'm not on a spellcaster right now.
It is a competence bonus.
Okay, so never mind. It wouldn't stack with Inspire Competence.
I gotta go leave my daughter now. I'll be right back.
Alright. What else can we use that would boost a skill? What, anyone got a spell or anything that would help out there?
Good Hope?
I think that gives the same bonus types as heroism in that regard.
It does, but would it stack then?
No. Because only certain types of bonuses stack.
Do you have anything that increases intelligence?
I don't know what kind of headband he has. Do you have a +4 intelligence headband, or only +2, or what?
It just says headband of vast intelligence.
Yeah, you need to know how much of, because that's the name of the generic item. It's either +2, +4, or +6. If it's the one you got way back when, it should only be +2.
+2. It is the +2.
Okay. Well, there's a spell that, just like Bull Strength, but for intelligence, that's +2. Or a +4 rather. So that would be 2 higher than your belt or your headband's modifier.
So you're going to make the check.
Okay, I just need to know what I'm ultimately rolling.
Linguistics.
Well, yeah.
I mean, as far as bonuses, I mean.
What's does anyone have any of those? I don't know if any of you guys actually have the spells that increase intelligence. So
I don't think I do.
if you never took it, then no. So that's a moot point.
I do not.
All right. So you basically gonna have a +7. What's your linguistics?
It's 1.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah.
What is it with all your bonuses? Because do you have any points in linguistics?
I have 1 point in linguistics.
So it's linguistics. Is it a class skill?
It is because of my feat.
Yeah, okay, so it's linguistic, it's +1
So
for being, and then +3, so it's +4, and then what's your intelligence modifier?
it says linguistics is at a 7.
Well, no, what's your intelligence modifier?
6.
Okay, so it should be 6 +1 +3. So it should be +10.
Okay, so +10.
Okay, and then +5, so +17. So basically, you're gonna need a 13 or better.
Do we have a death ward spell?
I do not.
Can you fortune yourself?
I believe I can.
Might be a good idea to do that.
Let me double check just to make sure it's self-cast. Or,
Yeah, you can fortune yourself.
and I will fortune myself.
And I will have Saving Finale on the ready.
Well, it won't need saving finale yet. He will, but not yet. Okay.
So basically, you got 2 chances to roll a 13 or better, because
Yeah, so just roll 2 d20s, and we'll see if you get a 13 or better. Okay. You are able to decipher the different sections of the book. So now you can pretty much figure that there's a section with the ritual. There's a section that is the introduction. There's actually 2 introductions. One is written by the person who made this copy of the Necronomicon. Then there's another section written by the original writer. There's a section for interacting with creatures from the Elder Mythos. There's one that focuses on the largest and formidable creatures, like the gods and stuff. This section on magic spells and rituals. There's a section that emphasizes the similarities between humanities and other creatures. A book that so do you want to read the introductions? Do you want to read the book on the ones for the spells and rituals? Contacting Great Old Ones?
I think the spells and rituals probably sounds like what we're looking for.
Okay, I will need another linguistics check. So roll twice, see if you get a 13 or better. Okay, yeah. You totally understand it. Now give me a will save.
don't forget, you get an extra +2 from the heroism.
So 30.
Okay. You take 5 points of wisdom drain and 4 points of charisma drain.
Is that permanent?
It can be healed with restoration, I believe. This ability damage is as much a result of comprehending the book's contents as it is the alien feeling of the book itself imparting its knowledge to the reader at a rate much faster than normal minds are equipped to learn, as if the Necronomicon itself were eager for its secrets to be known.
Okay, so 5 wisdom, 4 charisma.
Yes, and that's drain, not damage.
So it literally just blew your mind. Ain't that some shit?
Oof.
But not only do you get the ritual that you need to perform, but you also can now cast any of these spells.
Let me get my pencil. Hold on. Okay.
Now, you're not high enough level to cast all of them, but once you are high enough level, if they're on the witch spell list, you can cast the spell.
Only if they're on the witch spell list, right? Alright.
Now, sometimes there are like OA or IV. Those are, because this is a copy paste. Just ignore those. That's contact entity for the HA is telling you what book it's in. And if you're carrying the Necronomicon with you, you can cast. You can memorize all of the spells, even if they're not on the witch spell list.
Alright.
Lieutenant Airman, you got the Elder Gods in your brain.
Hurt my brain, Paul. Hurt my brain.
Now, there are other sections of the book which impart other things.
I'm just gonna go out on a limb and say until you get your wisdom restored.
Yeah. Right.
Because that is going to be at least a -2 on your will saves right there with that drain.
Yes, sir.
Besides, you don't need to read all the other stuff. We only needed it for this part. We don't need you turning into another evil lulz type.
I don't need to binge this series overnight. I just need to read the one chapter.
Alright, I'm back.
Welcome back.
You got restoration memorized?
Restoration. Lesser or greater?
Not lesser, regular.
Regular restoration. Yes, I do. I have it prepared once.
Well, Ervin's gonna need it twice.
I don't got it twice yet.
Well, I think we actually have a scroll of it.
We do. We picked it up last. We picked it up from the dudes.
What's it restoring?
My wisdom and charisma drain. Damage.
No, not damage. Drain.
She said damage.
No, drain. Damage is the easy stuff. Drain is the bad stuff.
Well, restoration cures all temporary ability damage and restores all permanently drained from a single ability score. So yeah, I'm gonna need it twice.
Which is why I said you needed it twice.
I need 200 gold worth of diamond dust.
Which you have 300 or 400 some odd. Hang on. You have 300 gold pieces worth of diamond dust.
Excellent. So we're good then.
We have a scroll of restoration, so that already has the components in it, so we'll just take that off. So you have to do one casting and one scroll, and it'll only cost 100 of the dust.
Easy peasy.
Lemon squeezy.
That's what she said.
Cheap and sleazy.
Japanesey.
That's Indra.
No, that's
No,
you.
dude, that's you. You're the sleazy one, and you're certainly cheap.
Hey, man.
Yeah,
I don't charge.
I don't think Indra's gotten any in like a year.
To be fair, he's not cheap. He's free, okay?
I'm not getting any either. It's just unfortunate.
Cheap implies that he does at least charge something.
Well, you know, Shellen gives her love freely. So do I.
You know, Shaylin's not the goddess of physical love, right?
Yeah, she's not the slut goddess.
No, it says that she, would hope that certain dalliances would lead to romance and long-term relationships. And what I'm looking for love, it's not happening, man. You guys keep killing it.
In all the wrong places. Yes,
No,
we are
no.
cock blocking you for putting your phantasmal air
no,
reader in the death
see-
fog.
No, you're looking for sex, not love.
How do you know? Did you ask? I might be looking for a long-term relationship.
A long-term relationship with a ghostly ooze. Oh, I hope we can settle down somewhere and have a picket fence and lovely little half-orc, half-ooze children.
It doesn't
They'll be so
necessarily
green and
about
formless.
having relations and being a cleric or shit.
Bunch of little fucking snotlings running around.
It's not like I don't mean to,
It's
Or
not
a
like,
hag queen, which is completely counter to your alignment.
Dude,
no, which is just kind of weird.
She has a brother who is lawful evil, and she sees beauty in all things.
yeah, she's trying to redeem her brother. He didn't start out lawfully
You know,
evil.
I don't want to redeem the hag lady before freaking Amos went all freaking hero on it.
The only thing you wanted to redeem was her
Was her
hymen, if it
I
was
never
still there.
got to freaking get to that because, you can decide you want to just kill everything.
She was evil.
Let's go back to the part where I'm the giant whore. Alright.
Hey, I didn't
No,
attack her.
you're a whore because it's your profession.
It's your classes.
He's just a slut.
Yeah.
He's just a trick-ass booty hoe.
Well, you know what? I see the beauty in everything, okay? I'm trying, but y'all keep cock blocking a motherfucker.
So it is about sex.
Ha ha!
Well, my kids are cock blocking me, but, that's just, how it is.
That's what kids are for.
Yep.
Hmm.
So
That
natural
and cheap
selection.
manual labor.
A reminder to never do that again.
Yeah, they're unconscious, trying to make it so it doesn't happen again.
They're like those. It's like a cuckoo bird. They hatched first, so now they're going to push all the other eggs of the nest so that your parents don't have anybody else to feed or care for. It's just them.
That's how it works.
Though it would be very creepy if they suddenly showed up and said, "Hey, give us a little brother. Come on."
Yeah, keep going. Knock some boots.
Roll her over, we want puppies.
She's only got 2 nipples, though.
Good times.
Alright, so next week you will go and fight the Naga.
Naga.
Hopefully not gonna die. Am I right?
I like what you did there, buddy.
What up, my nagas?
Naga stole my bike.
Yeah.
Now, Erevan, you know that if you hand this book over to the angels, you can no longer cast those spells. Well, you can still cast the ones that are on the witch list, but you can't
Right.
cast all of them.
But we've got some time before we have to hand it over to the angels.
So, is it bad if you read it?
Very.
Then
Barely.
freaking read it.
That's,
Find
you
out
already
what
did.
know and freaking be done with it.
But if you keep reading it, there are more bonuses you can get.
I'm
And we
sure
also
there is.
And we're also not 100% sure if we're actually done with it yet. Okay, so let's just hang on to it for now.
Yeah, I mean,
I'll keep it.
You're
at some point, you're probably going to want to know how to interact with these elder gods.
Yes. So
Sure.
maybe the
precious.
like.
all I gotta say is if all this shit goes, south on us, I better have a goddamn
Heel turn.
chainsaw on my hand.
It's not Numeria, okay, dude?
On your hand or as your hand?
Yes.
Either or. Well, it could be even my scimitar, you know. Well, you're right. We're not in Numeria, so.
Groovy.
Hey, after Gen Con, they might make Strange Aeons, freaking sanctioned content.
I'm not
Yeah,
doing
but there's not all that much in there that would be terribly useful. I mean, you're not getting a lot of stuff.
No, but I'd still make you guys make me the Chronicles.
You can't make me do anything.
But Amos will.
I won't. Fuck that.
Come on, why wouldn't you make the Chronicles? That's bull.
Because we won't have a full party of PFSers. Sorry, dude.
What? You have a full party, campaign mode.
No. That would be unjust.
That would be unjust. If it didn't happen.
But I think that's all for tonight.
Gotta finish running my Dragon's Demand game, and then I think I'll have enough for my 3rd star.
I mean, it'd be almost as unjust as like not being able to cast the freaking yellow sign freaking spell.
You can cast it. You'll just become everyone's enemy.
Well, you won't become all y'all's enemy. Until you try to defeat Haster, and then he has to, stop you because Haster is his god.
And by then, Aravin's gonna be all fucking corrupt, evil Black Queen bitch, so from reading all the Necronomicon. Walking around her lingerie and fucking frying people in place.
She's going to go through a goth phase.
She's gonna shave her head.
Start listening to The Cure.
Going all Britney Spears.
Okay. I have to go AFK for a minute.
Alright,
All right,
guys, have a good night.